All right, guys, this is Patrick, and these are my picks for your NRW of December 20th, 2017. First up, I have the return of the Fantastic Four, supposedly a little bit, at least half of them. Marvel 2-in-1, Fantastic Four, and the Human Torch are back. We're seeing them together again because, you know, the Fantastic Four have kind of been pushed to the side to make way for all these other crazy storylines that Marvel's doing, and you've heard me talk about that before. Who knows what's going on, but yes. And we're going to see what's going on with Torch and the Thing. I'm kind of excited about it. I love 2-in-1 from the past. It was like one of my favorite books from back in the day. Had a lot of cool, fun stories in that where we got to see those characters interact with a lot of different people. So it's cool to see that back. That's one of my picks. Marvel 2-in-1, number one. Torch and Thing are back. Marvel, what are you going to do with the Fantastic Four? Because I'm very curious. You've been stumbling on that one. So, next up. Quantum and Woody, speaking of two people, twosomes, Quantum and Woody from Valiant Entertainment, written by Daniel Kibblesmith, who I interviewed at New York Comic Con. He is one of the writers on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, an awesome guy. Can't wait to see what he's going to throw down in Quantum and Woody, who are one of the weirdest teams you'll ever find on the planet. Two brothers, one's adopted, and their father's a goat, and they were in this weird accident where they were granted superpowers, and they have these armbands that they have to clang every 24 hours to stay alive. And if they don't, they're going to die. So when you have two brothers that don't exactly get along and they have to clang these things to stay alive, it's very weird. And when one brother knows the secret about the other brother's real birth father, not the goat, that's going to happen in the first issue. And that's going to be a weird, crazy thing that's going to happen that I'm very curious what they're doing with this. It's one of the most wildest teams you've ever seen, but it's a lot of fun. It's being illustrated by Kano, who's an amazing artist. There's a lot of crazy cool covers, and they're going back to the 90s with, you can see these funky little designs on them. They're going back to all the crazy kind of cover madness that 90s comics did, and so it's kind of funny, it's kind of hilarious, and I'm excited about it. So check it out, Quantum and Woody, number one, Valiant Entertainment. And last but not least, and again, I have a bunch of other picks because they actually dropped quite a few comic books this week that are really cool. So check out our NRW Twitter and our Facebook. I'm going to give you some of those other bonus picks. But going to my top pick, a book that I'm really excited about, being written and illustrated by Ed Piskor, who you know from the Hip Hop Family Tree. Y'all know I'm a big hip hop guy. He has come to Marvel to throw down on the X-Men with the X-Men Grand Design. It's dope. He's essentially going to give you the narrative history of everything that's happened with the X-Men. And if you've been following X-Men, there's been a lot of wild, weird storylines, and it's just been crazy how it's all kind of come together, and he's going to bring it to you. And Ed Piskor, who's been a fanboy of comics and, you know, along with the Hip Hop Family Tree, he knows his history, as you saw with Hip Hop Family Tree, and being a fan of comics and kind of combining that too that he did on that title to now bringing that over to the X-Men and kind of give us all of that history. It's super exciting. I'm super thrilled. I'm like, I may have to read this and say F you to everybody else here at the store that wants to do the rest of the show, because this is going to be dope, and I've been waiting for this. And oh my God, just look at this. Sorry, everybody. I'm going to go read this. Those are my picks, y'all. I'm out of here. Bye, y'all.